For decades, Michael J. Fox has been a household name, beloved for his roles in Back to the Future, Family Ties, and countless other films and shows. He's captured hearts with his charm, wit, and resilience. But fans have long wondered about the stories behind the scenes, the relationships, influences, and personal moments that shaped his life and career. Now, at 64, Michael is finally speaking up about one of Hollywood's most enduring legends, James Garner. Garner, known for his effortless charisma and decades-spanning career in television and film, left a lasting mark on the industry. But for Michael, the impact went deeper than professional admiration. In a candid conversation, Michael opens up about their interactions, the lessons he learned from Garner, and the moments that left a lasting impression, some humorous, some deeply meaningful, and others that reveal the mentorship and friendship that defined their connection. What makes this revelation so compelling is not just the glimpse into Hollywood history, but the personal insight into Michael J. Fox himself. Fans have long seen him as a consummate professional, battling Parkinson's disease while continuing to perform and advocate. But this conversation sheds light on his perspective, his gratitude, and the respect he has for those who came before him. Like Garner, who navigated the challenges of fame, long hours, and the pressures of the entertainment world with grace and integrity. Michael's words remind us that even in the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, genuine human connections, mentorship, respect, and shared experiences matter most. At 64, he's reflecting openly, honestly, and with a depth that surprises even longtime fans. What he shares about James Garner is more than a Hollywood anecdote. It's a story of influence, admiration, and the lessons we carry from those who inspire us the most. Hollywood has a way of linking lives across generations. Where lessons are passed quietly behind the cameras and off-screen, friendships can influence careers in ways the public rarely sees. For Michael J. Fox, one of the most profound influences in his professional life came from James Garner, the Hollywood legend whose calm charisma, professionalism, and quiet wisdom left a mark not only on fans but on the actors who had the privilege of working alongside him. Now, at 64, Michael is finally opening up about that connection, offering insights that few have heard before. The first time Michael met James Garner was on the set of a film where Garner was already an established star, admired for his roles in The Rockford Files, Maverick, and countless movies. Michael, younger and still building his reputation, remembered the initial impression clearly. Garner didn't command attention with brashness or ego. Instead, he exuded a confidence born of experience, tempered with humility. It was the kind of presence that made everyone around him better, a subtle force that guided the energy on set. Michael watched closely, noting the way Garner treated crew members, co-stars, and even extras with patience, humor, and respect. Over time, their relationship evolved beyond casual professional interaction. Michael recalls the candid conversations they shared between takes, where Garner offered guidance not through lectures, but through anecdotes from decades in the industry. He spoke about handling pressure, navigating fame, and maintaining integrity in a world often driven by image over substance. Michael found these moments invaluable, not just as career advice, but as lessons in character. One story Michael shares stands out vividly. On a long, grueling day of filming, tension had started to rise among the cast. Garner, sensing the mood, approached Michael quietly. With a small grin, he shared a simple but profound piece of advice. "The work's important, kid. But how you treat people, that's what lasts." Michael laughs now at the memory, recognizing the truth in those words. It was a reminder that talent alone isn't enough. Respect, patience, and empathy define a career as much as skill. Their connection wasn't all serious reflection. Michael also remembers moments of laughter, where Garner's understated humor would light up the set, easing tension and creating camaraderie. Those moments shaped not only Michael's approach to work, but also his understanding of mentorship. Guidance doesn't always come in formal advice. It often comes in the quiet presence. The shared joke and the example set every day, even decades later. Michael reflects on how these lessons influenced his own career, particularly as he faced challenges like Parkinson's disease. Garner's professionalism, resilience, and commitment to authenticity became guiding principles. Michael sees now that it wasn't just about the roles he played or the awards he earned. It was about carrying forward the lessons of those who had walked the path before him. With grace and integrity. By speaking publicly about James Garner now, Michael isn't just honoring a legend. He's sharing the impact that mentorship and friendship can have, even in the high-stakes world of Hollywood. For fans, it's a window into a side of the industry rarely discussed, the way experienced actors shape younger generations, the quiet influence of those who lead by example, and the enduring power of respect, humility, and kindness. For Michael J. Fox, opening up at 64 is more than nostalgia. It's a tribute. A recognition that the lessons from James Garner shaped him not only as an actor, but as a person, leaving a legacy that goes far beyond the screen. It's a reminder that even in a world of lights, cameras, and fame, the human connections we make, the people we admire and learn from, can define us in ways nothing else can. In the weeks and months after working closely with James Garner, Michael J. Fox found himself reflecting on lessons that reached far beyond the film set. Garner's influence wasn't flashy or overt. It was quiet, subtle, and profoundly impactful. It came in the way he carried himself, the care he showed toward everyone around him, and the way he consistently prioritized professionalism without sacrificing kindness. Michael now recognizes that these early lessons shaped not only his career but the man he became both on and off the screen. One of the moments Michael recalls most vividly took place during a particularly grueling shoot. The crew was exhausted, tensions were high, and the pressure of long hours threatened to overwhelm everyone. While others might have grown frustrated, Garner maintained a calm presence, effortlessly navigating the stress. At one point, he noticed Michael struggling with a complex scene and simply walked over, offering advice not as a critique, but as guidance. "Remember, it's not just what you do, it's how you do it," Garner said, his voice measured but encouraging. It was a simple statement, yet it carried a lifetime of experience, and Michael recalls it sticking with him long after the camera stopped rolling. Garner's mentorship extended beyond technical advice. He taught Michael how to handle the less glamorous side of Hollywood, the politics, the publicity, and the pressures that often accompany fame. Michael admired Garner's ability to remain grounded, to maintain dignity without arrogance, and to navigate the industry with integrity. It was a reminder that success in Hollywood is not just about talent, but also about character. These lessons became invaluable as Michael faced his own challenges later in life, particularly after his Parkinson's diagnosis, which demanded resilience, patience, and an unwavering commitment to his craft. Michael also remembers the humor Garner brought to every situation. On a long day of filming, when frustration was beginning to mount among the cast, Garner cracked a perfectly timed joke that had everyone laughing within seconds. "You've got to find the light," Michael recalled him saying with a grin. "Otherwise, you're just working in the dark." It was more than comedy, it was philosophy. Garner's lightheartedness reminded Michael that even in stressful or serious situations, levity and perspective could change the entire experience. Beyond the set, Michael treasured the personal conversations they shared. Garner spoke candidly about his own career, the triumphs, regrets, and moments of doubt that few fans would ever hear about. He shared stories of balancing work and family, navigating the spotlight, and staying true to oneself. These anecdotes weren't just entertainment. They were life lessons wrapped in storytelling, shaping Michael's understanding of success and personal fulfillment. Now, at 64, Michael reflects on these experiences with gratitude. He speaks openly about Garner not just as a mentor, but as a friend whose influence helped shape the trajectory of his life. From handling fame with grace to finding resilience in the face of adversity, Michael credits many of his personal and professional values to the time he spent learning from Garner. By sharing these stories publicly, Michael offers fans more than Hollywood gossip or behind-the-scenes tales. He provides a glimpse into the importance of mentorship, respect, and human connection. The bond between Michael J. Fox and James Garner reminds us that beyond the cameras, scripts, and accolades, the relationships we build and the lessons we carry forward can define our lives in ways that last far longer than any performance. Through laughter, guidance, and example, James Garner left a legacy for Michael that continues to resonate decades later, a legacy of integrity, humility, and the quiet power of leading by example. As Michael J. Fox reflects on his career at 64, he realizes that James Garner's influence extended far beyond the moments captured on set. Garner wasn't just a mentor in acting technique or professionalism. He was a living example of how to navigate life's complexities with grace and humility. For Michael, those lessons have... One particularly striking lesson came during the filming of a scene where tensions were high and expectations were immense. Michael was young, ambitious, and eager to impress, but also aware of his own limitations. Garner noticed Michael's anxiety and approached him quietly, placing a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "Remember," he said, "confidence isn't about knowing everything, it's about trusting what you know and staying true to yourself." That simple statement resonated deeply with Michael, and over the years, he found himself recalling those words in countless moments of doubt. Whether tackling challenging roles or navigating life off-screen, the mentorship also carried an emotional dimension. Michael recalls how Garner spoke openly about the importance of balancing career success with personal relationships. "You can have all the accolades in the world," Garner told him once, "but if the people you care about don't know they matter, it's all empty." Michael took that lesson to heart, striving to maintain strong connections with family and friends even amidst the chaos of Hollywood. These teachings became particularly meaningful as Michael faced his Parkinson's diagnosis. The resilience, perspective, and emotional intelligence Garner exemplified gave him a framework for confronting challenges with dignity and grace. Humor, too, played a central role in their connection. Garner's understated wit and timing were legendary, and Michael learned that even in the most stressful situations, a well-placed joke could diffuse tension and bring clarity. "He reminded me that the human element matters," Michael reflects. "Talent will get you far, but kindness, humor, and empathy will keep you there." This approach became a hallmark of Michael's career and public persona, reinforcing the idea that success is measured not just by achievements, but by the way you treat others along the way. Beyond professional guidance, Garner offered perspective on legacy. He emphasized that the impact one leaves is defined not by fame or awards, but by the example set for others. Michael absorbed these lessons and applied them in his advocacy work, public appearances, and personal life. Whether mentoring younger actors or raising awareness for Parkinson's research, Michael's actions reflect the principles he admired in Garner: integrity, compassion, and a commitment to using one's influence for positive impact. Reflecting on their friendship, Michael acknowledges the rare combination of admiration and gratitude he feels. Garner's guidance shaped his understanding of what it means to be an artist, a professional, and a human being navigating a complex world. Through both quiet mentorship and shared experiences, Michael learned that the essence of success lies not in applause but in relationships, empathy, and the courage to live authentically. As Michael speaks publicly about James Garner now, he isn't merely recounting anecdotes or sharing Hollywood history. He is paying tribute to a mentor whose influence shaped the core of his character, who taught him that true greatness comes from humility, respect, and the enduring impact one leaves on others. These lessons have remained with Michael for decades, and even at 64, he continues to carry them forward, honoring the man who quietly helped define the life and career of one of Hollywood's most enduring stars. Now, at 64, Michael J. Fox looks back on his life and career with a mix of gratitude, nostalgia, and deep respect. The lessons James Garner imparted so many years ago remain vividly etched in his mind, shaping his decisions, relationships, and approach to both work and life. Garner's influence, Michael reflects, was less about direct instruction and more about living as an example, a model of professionalism, kindness, and integrity that left an enduring impression. Michael recalls how, in the years following their time together on set, Garner's advice often resurfaced in unexpected ways. Whether facing the challenges of acting, navigating the media spotlight, or confronting personal hurdles, the lessons of patience, empathy, and quiet confidence provided a roadmap. Michael notes that while talent opens doors, it is character that sustains a career and enriches a life. Garner's unwavering professionalism and respect for everyone around him demonstrated that success is measured not only by personal achievements, but by the positive impact left on others. 1. of the most profound takeaways Michael shares is the value of mentorship and paying it forward. Garner had given him guidance without expectation, sharing wisdom born of experience and lived with humility. In turn, Michael strives to extend that same generosity to others. He speaks to young actors, advocates for causes close to his heart, and continues to inspire through his resilience in the face of Parkinson's disease. Each of these actions, he explains, is rooted in the example Garner set. Influence is most meaningful when used to uplift and guide, not simply to command attention. Michael also reflects on the personal side of Garner's lessons. Beyond the craft and the career advice, Garner imparted a sense of balance, reminding him to cherish relationships, family, and the moments that truly matter. Michael recognizes that the bonds he maintains with his family and the friendships he treasures in Hollywood and beyond are in part shaped by Garner's quiet insistence that life outside the spotlight is just as significant as life within it. This perspective has been invaluable, especially as Michael has navigated the challenges of health and the pressures of fame. Humor, too, remains a cornerstone of what Michael learned from Garner. The subtle timing, the playful wit, and the ability to lighten tense moments taught him that joy and levity are essential, not just in acting, but in living. In interviews, public appearances, and daily life, Michael carries that lesson forward, often finding laughter and perspective even in difficult circumstances. It's a testament to the enduring impact of Garner's approach. That resilience is strengthened, not only by skill but also by heart and humor. As Michael shares these reflections now, he emphasizes that the legacy of James Garner extends far beyond his screen performances. It resides in the lives he touched, the careers he nurtured, and the values he embodied. For Michael, those lessons continue to shape decisions, relationships, and his understanding of success. Garner's influence has been a quiet compass guiding him, a reminder that true greatness is measured by kindness, integrity, and the courage to live authentically. Looking back, Michael J. Fox sees clearly that the lessons of James Garner have been a gift that transcends time. At 64, he honors that gift by sharing it, by living it, and by reflecting openly on the profound impact of a mentor, a friend, and a remarkable human being. The admiration he feels is intertwined with gratitude, and the respect he holds is enduring proof that some relationships in life are not just influential, but transformative. Through laughter, guidance, and quiet example, James Garner left a legacy that continues to shape Michael's life and career. A lasting testament to the power of mentorship, friendship, and integrity in Hollywood and beyond.